welcome back to day number 9. We are going to be doing yoga for the upper body today. And so something that you will need is a strap of any kind. You can grab a leash, a jump rope, a scarf, an actual strap if you have one. And we're going to be working with some upper body mobility with it today. What else? It is raining and it's freezing in here, so I'm all bundled up. And I think that's it. Let's get going. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and start on our ankles. And so if this does hurt at all while you're sitting on your ankles, you can always roll up a sweatshirt or a towel or a pillow and just put it underneath your ankles right here. That way it gives you a little bit more room. But eventually we do want to come seated on our ankles to where it feels comfortable, because it's actually really good for snowboarding too. It gives you a lot more of that ankle mobility. So sitting on our ankles here, and we're gonna do some warm-ups with the rib cage. And I know you can't really see mine in this big sweater, but you'll have to go with me on this one. So we're gonna bring our arms out into a T, and I'll turn so I can face you better. And we're just gonna warm up our thoracic spine by manipulating which way our rib cage goes. So bringing our arms out, or you can bring your hands on your knees, or you can bring them behind you, whatever feels more natural for you. I like to bring mine out. And then we're going to just imagine shifting your rib cage over to the right and then back to the center, and shift your rib cage to the left. So using a little bit of core strength here as you shift from one side to the other. Let's do 3 more on either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Beautiful. Now we're going to go forward and back like the same way. So we're going to come forward and back, kind of rounding and bringing that chest up. Good. 3, sorry the rain is so loud. 4, 5, and 6. Beautiful. Now we're going to go into a circle motion. So we're going to go to the right, forward, to the left, back. Let's do 6 on one side before we switch. Right, forward, left, back. And we're using our core here. Back, good. 3 more on this side. And 1 more. Good, now let's go the opposite direction. If your shoulders are burning, that's okay. Going to the left, and right, and back. That's 1. Good. 2, it's like we're belly dancing a little bit. 3, really good for core, spine, warm up. 4, 2 more. 5, well, last one. And 6. Oh, beautiful. Maybe we're a little bit warmer now. I know my shoulders are burning. So let's go ahead, now that we've warmed up our spine a little bit, we're gonna come into that tabletop position. Feet are going to be hip width apart, arms are going to be shoulder width apart. And we're gonna go into one of my staples. So left hand to the center of the mat, but we're gonna change it up a little bit. We're gonna bring our right hand to our ear, and we're gonna come down to touch our hand, and then bring that right elbow up, looking up to the ceiling. And go with your breath. So exhale as you touch, inhale as you open. Good. Let's do 4 more. Good. 3 more. Good. And last one. When you come up to your last one, stay here and then just bring your arm up to the ceiling. And then exhale, send that right hand through the hole, bringing your right shoulder and your right ear on the ground. Left hand can come up overhead. And breathe. Good, getting that nice twist. Breathing here. Good. Let's go ahead, bring that left hand back down by the face as we press the ground away Inhale, take the right hand back up to the ceiling. And exhale, bring that right hand back down to the ground. Now, same thing on the other side. So right hand to the center of the mat, press the ground away as we take the left hand behind the ear, as we bring that left elbow to the hand, and then bringing it all the way up to the ceiling. We'll do 6 times. Good, on your own breath. Exhale as you close. Inhale as you open. Beautiful. Pressing the ground away. Got 2 more. And last one. Pause at the top. Go ahead and straighten out that arm. Big inhale. And exhale, sending that hand through the hole. Bring your left shoulder, left ear on the ground. And then right hand goes up overhead on the ground. And breathe. Beautiful. Good. Now go ahead, release that right hand back down by the face. Press the ground away as you inhale. Take that left hand back up to the ceiling. And exhale, bringing that right hand back down to the ground. Now we're going to go into another staple, puppy pose. So walking those hands out, keeping your hips where they are. Bringing your nose down to the ground, really opening up that thoracic spine. Good, breathe. Beautiful. And we've done this one before. Shift your weight forward, core nice and tight. Shift, shift, shift onto your forearms, and then release down onto your stomach. Teeing your arms out like you're an airplane. And then we're just gonna bend the left knee. Keep your arms where they are as we take that left foot over the right side of the body. And now we're stretching out the pec of the right arm. And just relax your head down to the ground. And breathe. Good. Beautiful. Slowly releasing all the way back down. Take your time. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So airplane out those hands. Bend to the right knee. As you take that right foot over the left side of the body. Letting your head just lay nicely on the ground and breathe. Stretching out that left pec. Beautiful. And slowly releasing, bring yourself all the way back down onto your stomach. Bringing your hands by your armpits as you press the ground away. Make your knees nice and wide. Untuck your toes and sit your hips back on your heels, stretching out your arms, forehead to the ground. Child's pose. Beautiful. Good. Then slowly walking your hands up one at a time until you're seated all the way onto your heels. And now we're gonna grab our handy dandy straps. So bring your knees closer together, touching, that way we're sitting on our heels like we did before. And I'll move so you can see me better. And now with our strap, we're going to grab a good distance and we're gonna test it first. So we're gonna see if we can make a whole circle all the way front to back. So arms straight the whole time, all the way front to back. Yes, so that works. So this is a good spot for me. If it's too easy, your arms are probably too far apart. It's like a jump rope. So maybe shorten it, but if it's too close, maybe you can't get the full rotation. So find that happy medium, that it feels like a stretch and back. And if you're like, try going a teensy bit closer, try that out. Ooh, good pec stretch, eyes forward, arms straight either way. And just breathe, sitting on your ankles and getting that good shoulder mobility and stretches going on. And breathe. Good. Let's do 2 more either direction. Last one. And release. Beautiful. From here, you can stay where you are, but I'm going to turn so you can see me better. We're going to do a very similar thing, still on our heels. So again, use that cushion underneath if you need to. But we're slowly going to get it to where you can sit on your heels. So we're grabbing nice and wide. We're going to place our left hand down to the ground. And then we're going to keep the band taut as we make a full circle and looking up to the ceiling. And then going the other direction, full circle. And you can really get into it by coming down, placing the right hand down, taking the left. Oops, got a little bend there. We're ready to make it wider. And going again. From one side to the other. Open up that chest. It really helps if you look up to the ceiling. And breathe. It is a storm outside, you guys. Breathe. Good. It's so windy and rainy. Ah. All right, keep going. We'll do one more on either side. Good. And slowly release. Woo. So good. All right, go ahead, release the strap entirely, and then we're going to grab our shoulders and do some circles. So staying on our ankles, oh, feeling it. Grab our shoulders, bring your elbows together, taking it up and over, full circles. And breathe. Let's do 4 this way. Good. And once your elbows touch, go the other direction. Beautiful. Big as circles you can get. Good. One more. Good. And release your arms down. Good. So you're still facing the front of the mat. So make your knees wide again. And then we're going to walk our hands out, forehead to the ground, sitting on our heels, child's pose. And breathe. Good. Beautiful. Now we're going to come back up into our tabletop position, untuck your toes, bring your knees hip width apart, and you can start doing little movements with your ankles, bringing them back to life a little bit. And then we're just gonna do the same twist that we did before to see if it's any different or the same or whatever else. So go ahead, left hand to the center of your mat, press the ground away as we inhale, take the right hand up to the ceiling. Exhale, send the right hand through the hole, bringing your right shoulder, right ear on the ground. Left hand can go up overhead on the ground, and breathe. And truly allow your ribcage to fully expand and contract in this twist. Good. Beautiful. And releasing, bringing the left hand back down by the face as we press the ground away. Inhale, take the right hand up to the ceiling. Good. And exhale, taking the right hand back down to the ground. Same thing on the other side. Right hand to the center of the mat. Press the ground away as we inhale, take that left hand up. And breathe. And exhale, send that left hand through the hole. Left shoulder, left ear on the ground. Right hand up overhead on the ground. And again, just let your ribcage fully expand and contract. Beautiful. Bringing that right hand back down by the face. Inhale, take your left heart back up to the ceiling. And exhale, left hand back down to the ground. Now we're gonna go back into our puppy pose, but we're gonna add something on. So walking your hands all the way back out, nose to the ground, and breathe. And then walk your hands together, bringing your hands into a prayer position, bending at the elbows, bringing the prayer behind your head, and then just pull back a little bit more. Good. Beautiful. Keep breathing. And slowly release the hands. Bring your fingertips onto the ground and press the ground away onto your fingertips and kind of bring your head up a little bit. Trying to really bring your chest down to the ground. Good. And then slowly core tight as you walk your hands all the way back. Make your knees wide and sit your hips back down, forehead to the ground, arms extended, child's pose. Breathe. Beautiful. Let's go ahead, slowly walking our hands all the way up, one at a time until we're seated on our heels. And that's it for day 9. Okay, that was it. I hope you enjoyed day number 9. As always, do these moves as best that you can and with the range of motion and ability that your body will let you. And if we continue to do it day after day, then you will get better and better and your body will open up more, which is ideally what we want, because if you ever get in a situation where your body is being bent into a position, whether it's on the mountain or whatever, we want it to bend and not snap. So let's keep working on this, and thanks for coming today.